Placebo Governance, written by TSSR Subramaniam. During my childhood Tanjavur days, we had an auntie. She was an auntie for everyone in the ashram from age 2 to age 70. She was of indeterminate age. During those childhood days, probably anyone over 30 was old in my eyes. Auntie clearly was super old. She was the custodian of the kitchen and all miscellaneous arrangements. One day, she was bitten by a scorpion in one of the rooms adjoining the kitchen. She was writhing on the floor, moaning and proclaiming loudly that she was dying. My uncle, a medical doctor from Palghat, who was visiting, quickly came to the scene to take charge. Very ostentatiously and gesticulating rapidly, he called urgently for hot water, opened his medical suitcase, took out his injection kit, and injected her with distilled water, except that he loudly proclaimed to all present, that is, the entire household of 30 or so, that the medicine being injected was the latest invention specifically prepared for snake and scorpion bites, guaranteed to completely cure and remove all pain within exactly 1 minute. He also added that if within 30 seconds it did not take hold, that was a dangerous sign, but in his experience of 40 years, it had never failed once. Actually, he quietly showed me the fuel which had only distilled water. For 30 seconds after the injection, he kept quiet, then asked Aunt if she was still alive. The moment she nodded her head, he turned to all of us triumphantly to proclaim that the injection is successful. Actually, this was meant for Aunt's consumption. Sure enough, within a minute thereafter, Auntie was on her feet, and within half an hour, she was going about her normal activities. This is an early lesson that I learned in life, that the cure administered may not necessarily be directly related to the issue at hand, that if sufficient drama is created with enough hoopla, the victim feels that there is sufficient recognition of his trauma by the general public. A placebo treatment may work in most situations. Governments frequently produce schemes which they know will not work. Policies and programs to lift people from poverty, expanding rural activities, and generate jobs and ushering in development are often not meant seriously. Thus, subsidy schemes to act as palliatives are often resorted to, knowing full well that these only address some of the symptoms and surely will not result in cure. More often than not, these populist but ineffective programs are announced with great fanfare before elections. Surely, some money can be thrown back at the poor in the country in subsidy schemes, considering that this is only a small fraction of a massive transfer of resources from the rural sector to the urban industrial sector. There are many games that are played to lull the population into thinking that serious attention is being given to basic problems, frequently through placebo schemes. Usually, the official reason given for a decision or a course of action is totally different from the real purpose for which the exercise is undertaken. The government has promulgated a food guarantee scheme, another program to hoodwink the public. This program, which will provide heavily subsidized food grains to about 70% of the population, is a tacit admission that real poverty is of the order of 70% in the country. Essentially, an agrarian country is now going to be on food dole for most of the population. This also means that we accept that most of the farmers do not produce enough food for themselves, that creating infrastructure like power, roads, and irrigation in rural areas has been so tardy that it has not contributed to agricultural growth or stimulated new energies to be unleashed in this sector. The ultimate impact of this program will be to inhibit growth of agriculture and contributing to greater poverty. Even heavy subsidy food distribution schemes have been in existence for a while. The program is clearly an eyewash. The much wanted Right to Education program is another shell project, long on slogan and very short on substance. It promises the moon to a citizen and delivers absolutely nothing. The program has not been funded. The states, already strained for resources, are left to their own devices to implement without being given the wherewithal. Having made this grandiose announcement, the center is sure to blame the states for non implementation, as this is a state subject under the Constitution. The kind of shallow reasoning resorted to by the center in every instance of national failure. Thank you very much. Now, some of the words and their meanings. Placebo governance. Placebo spelling Placebo. Placebo means a measure designed to placate someone. Placebo means a measure designed to placate someone. Placate. Placate. Placate means to stop someone from feeling angry. Placate means to stop someone from feeling angry. During my childhood Tanjavur days, we had an auntie. She was an auntie for everyone in the ashram from age 2 to age 70. She was of indeterminate age. Indeterminate spelling Indeterminate. Indeterminate means not measured or not counted or not clearly known. Indeterminate means not measured or counted or not clearly known. One day, she was bitten by a scorpion in one of the rooms adjoining the kitchen. She was writhing on the floor, moaning and proclaiming loudly that she was dying. Writhing spelling Writhing. Writhing means to make large twisting movements with the body. Actually, he quietly showed me the fuel which had only distilled water. Fuel, spelling PHIAL. Fuel means a small cylindrical glass bottle. Fuel means a small cylindrical glass bottle. Thus, subsidy schemes to act as palliatives are often resorted to, knowing full well that these only address some of the symptoms and surely will not result in cure. Palliatives, PALLIATIVS. Palliatives means an action, decision, or solution, etc. There are many games that are played to lull the population into thinking that serious attention is being given to basic problems. Lull, LULL. Lull means to make somebody feel safe. The government has promulgated a food guarantee scheme. Promulgate, PROMULGATE. Promulgate means to officially announce a new law or system. Promulgate means to officially announce a new law or system. It is an another program to hoodwink the public. Hoodwink, HOODWINK. Hoodwink means deceive or trick. Hoodwink means deceive or trick. The much wanted right to education program is another shell project. Wanted, VAUNTED. Wanted means boast about or praise someone especially excessively. Want, VAUNT. Want means boast about or praise someone especially excessively. The program has not been funded. The states, already strained for resources, are left to their own devices to implement without being given the wherewithal. Wherewithal, WHEREWITHAL. Wherewithal means the money or other particular means needed for a purpose. Thank you very much.